Second semifinal, we have Chili Mountain with the mighty Whoopster and Smexy playing against Inting for Ruby. Now, these guys have played in the last qualifier already, in the first qualifier, and they came in 4th place. They lost in the 3rd place decider. And, well, now we're heading into another semifinal as they're obviously trying to establish themselves in the top 4. We'll see if they can do that, but it's definitely interesting. I want to see what they can pull off today. Last time they also had some trouble, apparently, in the first map. Wooby couldn't play, so they had to play with a sub, then they brought in someone else, and that can, of course, throw you off at times. But we have now Inting for Ruby going up against Chili Mountain in another best-of-3 series. 10 heroes are pre-banned. Keep that in mind. I went over it in the first qualifier and obviously in the previous semi-final. 10 heroes are not available, which includes BrightWing, Stukov, and Lucio, so 3 top supports are already out, and that plays a role specifically when the teams are starting to ban heroes on the map, or when we're heading into a potential 3rd map in this best-of-3. And, well, as you might know by now already, every single hero that gets picked in a series and gets played is not allowed to be played again in the same series. Which pretty much just means that you will only see every hero only once within a series. That's the thought process behind it. Obviously, from game to game to game, the compositions will be a little bit crazier than the last one. Not necessarily that it becomes, you know, just a complete clown fiesta or anything, but that the teams really have to start thinking, hey, what else can we do here? There's plenty of heroes in the setup, and we only have 10 heroes pre-banned. For the main event, there will be a lot more, probably more than 20, and, well, obviously things are going to get a bit more extreme then. This is, so to say, the light version of all of it. It's the warm-up. We're looking at the warm-up. It's qualifiers after all. So we're starting with Tigers, and we have Tyrael. Dehaka gets played on Infernal Shrines from Backhold. And Wooby played tank for them in the last tournament. Now, Dehaka already... Oh, Wooby on Urel? Are you kidding me? Alright, alright. There we go. Smexy and Karasim, Dehaka and Urel on the same team. Seems like a Urel main tank is not out of the question. And this is already awesome. Yeah, that is already good. Now, in case that you guys were wondering which heroes are banned, those are the 10. So again, I mentioned Stukov, BrightWing, and Lucio. In addition to that, it's Valla, Medivh, Johanna for the front line. She would, of course, been a good pick on Infernal Shrines too, because of all the AoE. Valla, the same. Abathur, because for some reason people hate the slug to the day. I don't understand why. We have Nazeebo banned, Hanzo, and Junkrat. Yeah, Abathur was always a mystery to me. I never understood this. Every single Meta Madness that we had so far, Abathur was banned. People hate Abathur, and I don't get it. Playing against him? Yeah, alright, I get it. Maybe you played with an Abathur and he sucked. I get that too. But watching Abathur, you get the craziest compositions. Having the slug in a competitive game was always fun. So I don't understand why people always vote to ban Abby. It's kind of weird. But yeah. Anyways, there's obviously the option that one of the top gifters is safeguarding Abathur, so we might see him in the main event after all, but for now in the qualifiers he is out. So the ban on Leoric, we have a ban on Sylvanas, and now the double pick with Tyrael taken. I mean, you could go Grimmin if you wanted here. You could go all ham on this. Or Kerrigan, yeah, that works too. And Deckard Cain on top of it. So they go aggressive. Tyrael, Kerrigan, Deckard Cain, and Tychus. The second that you see them play with Tyrael, you gotta at least think, hey, what about Morales again? Do they go backdoor once more? But, of course, they don't here. As you can see. A little bit too spicy on this one, especially since they tried in the last tournament already. There's Maiev and Coffin Girl. Oh, Fia. That's a wild combo for game number 1 already. Urel main tank played by Wooby. Awesome. Yeah, and the last pick, Baby Houdini. They still need a side laner, so another one on the front line is what's kind of necessary for now. What do we still have? We have Blaze banned, Leo is banned. I mean, depends on how aggressive they want to get with this, but the pick is ETC. Okay, side lane ETC. Potential stage dive to counteract the Hakas Global a bit. Fair enough. Game number 1. Not what I expected at all, but I'm game. Let's go. First game between Chili Mountain and Inting for Ruby. The semi-final of a Meta Madness qualifier number 2. First game of the best of 3. We got Mind Talk for the blue team for Inting for Ruby on Kerrigan. Hat on Tychus. Auto attack build for him. Press the advantage on level 1. No grenade. Wit is playing Tyrael. We got Baby Houdini on ETCs. He's going to side lane it. Might use stage dive as we've seen in the days of HGC to counter DeHaka's global. Nox on Deckard Kane. And Chili Mountain is coming in on the right side of the map in red with Mako on Maiev. Whoopi on Urel. Smexy on Karazim. He had some spicy plays in the last qualifier on this map. Back then he was playing Alex Straza, but whew, he has the mobility now too. Ophia played by Azerite, back hold on Dehaka, coming into the middle immediately as the teams are looking for a brawl. And yeah, I would like that too. There's the drag, and is that a kill? Wait! They want him, but Kerrigan with a combo, and that is the end of Ophia. Beautiful kill. That looked like such a... I mean, it looked really as if the red team was about to murder someone. And then they got taken down here. So here's another quick look at this. So they moved into the fight. There's the drag. Dehaka catches it. And then everybody's jumping in. Tyrael nearly dying, but he survives. And they come in and get the kill after the Kerrigan combo. Nicely done. Now Marcus sitting in the middle. Baby Houdini with a quick pause here. I'm not quite sure what exactly is going on. Maybe a drop or something. But the teams are splitting. And it's interesting to see that we have Wit now up at the top. So what they are running here in the middle is they got Baby Houdini in a main tank position for now. He's rotating with the team because he adds an additional CC that they don't have without him. So once that Kerrigan tries to go for a combo, Baby Houdini can come in with a power slide, set it up for her, and that makes the early game at least a lot more dangerous from the perspective of Inting for Ruby. That's the thought process here. Now Tyrael can hold us on the side lane for now, but later on he's obviously going to act as the main tank for the team and will make the engages into the shrine fights. But at least in the early game where you have that 4-man rotating between 2 lanes, this is a bit more dangerous. And there's already the first play. But the power slide not really accounting for the burrow here. And now ETC himself is in trouble. Can't slide out anymore. And that's a kill. Baby Houdini is getting punished and dies to, well, Karazim, as we have another pause. Some tactical pauses over here going a bit crazy. 1 3-2-3 moment after another, and Ultralisk isn't even in the game. But either way, might be just some issues with voice. Now, with ETC dying, that's obviously a bit of a setback. They had a really aggressive moment when Kerrigan moved in, and if ETC maybe delays his slide just by a bit, they can potentially get a kill, or at least force them back. But now we have that counter kill, and Chili Mountain is in a 4 versus 3 situation in the middle of the map, which allows them now to go for their own camp, or at least rotate a little bit more aggressively. Which is exactly what they're going to try and do. At the top lane, the 1 versus 1 is still playing out. Wit is now playing that side lane for them. And down at the bottom of the map, the camps are taken. I mean, we're 1 minute and 30 seconds in. That's roughly when you want to take the camp, spawning at 1 minute, of course. There's still a play over the mercenary camp right here. Whoopi with a quick jump, and they're going to lock this in. The red team is not contesting it at the blue team. So, yeah, they're all good. Yeah, they're trying to go for Mind Talk, and they bully him into a corner. That's Ophia in trouble. Azerite went too deep. Don't engage in the towers. Not like this. Mind Talk survives, and Ophia is down. They try for Make, but that didn't work out either. So now we have level 4. And with the auto attack build that we are seeing for Hat's Tychus, we currently have him within the rhythm on level 4. Yeah, Europe is a bit wild these days. We've seen every single talent on level 4 that you can possibly think of. If you watch the Korean-Chinese tournament, then you know that over there, Tychus more or less exclusively plays Master Assassin for the passive. We've seen the odd the bigger they are, but over here in Europe, over the last couple of tournaments, I mean, every single level 4 talent has seen play. In the rhythm, probably the least out of the 3, but still. Now, up at the top, the first shrine is up, and the teams are both going for the Shaman camp. So this is going to be our first big brawl. Both teams are on level 6, barely, which means they are entire level away from 7. There's a bit of soaking happening in the middle and the bottom. Oftentimes, when you're talking about objective number 1 on Infernal Shrines, you really want to go for the level 7 talent as quickly as you can. That's the idea. to make sure that you get the talent over your opponent. Nice Vault of the Wardens. Yeah, they're getting out here. 5 turns against Baby Houdini. Carrigan with a combo. Some nasty shit as the tether connects, and Baby Houdini is dead. ETC is dead. The cow is down. There's beef for dinner, baby. They're going for burgers. Level 7 talent is also available. That gives them a nasty lead now. In talents, on the shrine. They're looking good. Inting for Ruby, waiting for ETC to come back. 20 stacks by now for our boy Tychus for In the Rhythm. And there's the rotation coming through. Sitting in the mid lane. Yeah, also Relentless Soldier. And the cube is in for Deckard Cain. Mr. Rubik's Cube himself. Now the Whoopster is a bit out of mana, so he's retreating, but with 38, they're delaying now the last 2 just to allow Whoopi to come back, and so they can set him up in the mid lane, at the top lane, and then they're going to claim the final minion and make their play here. So yeah, it's all about the experience soak, it's all about making sure that you're not missing out on anything. So Whoopi sitting in the mid lane, not even attacking, just like picking it out, and they're still delaying this further. In an ideal world, I guess they would delay to level 10. That would of course be the dream with the gap that they have. But since they are delaying it, they're forcing the hand of the blue team to move towards the top and deal with it, as you can see. So now it's just a question of how much time do you really have. Eventually someone needs to go topside and ensure that they're really getting that Punisher. The biggest meme of the day would of course if you couldn't make that work. But they are waiting for Market to engage. They're literally sitting here, daring him to approach. But it's 19 to 39. Medivh is the only one up at the top. She might have to die for this. She's gonna get it, but she might have to die for this. And they're stealing everything away down here. Look at the experience, by the way. This is level 9.5. And they're still 14 away. So Marke gets zoned out, but we are looking at level 10. And the Haka came in, they take the Arcane Punisher, and they are about to hit level 10. And if they now move in with a full 5-man, that should be a fort. They might even get a kill here. Yeah, they... Oh, get wrecked! Get wrecked, baby! Oh my god! Oh, holy shit! 3 down, and that's number 4. Get fucking murdered. Check that one out. Here comes the move, and then bam! The jump, the lockdown, the tether, the damage, the level 10 kicking in. They take the fort, and they absolutely crush them. I mean, crush them. That was 4 down, the fort destroyed, the Punisher still doing work at the top as the rest of the team is focusing in the middle, by the way. So even the gate is getting attacked a bit, and they are already playing through the mid lane. Another kill against Baby Houdini with a big disappearance act here. And this is just beautiful. Great tactical play by Chili Mountain around objective number 1. Perfectly played. Now the level 10 abilities are ready for Inting for Ruby. They got the Sanctification, but they nearly lost the fort in the middle of the map. It's down to 20%. The stage dive is indeed in. The combo of Mind Talk dodged out by Medivh. The Haka at the bot lane has also done severe amount of damage to the fort. What a performance. What a fantastic first play here. That was so well done. They were all trying to just delay, get them slowly to a point where they have level 10 available. And yeah, it worked out. And ETC, stage dive for a bust, baby. Even with stage dive, it might not work out. Yeah, no, he's gonna die 100%. Even if you use a stage dive here, they're gonna interrupt him for sure. 7-sided, and ETC is dead again. I feel a bit sorry. 5 deaths on ETC as is. 5 times. They killed him 5 times already, and we're only 7.5 minutes into the game. 7.5 minutes in, and ETC died 5 times. He spent, I mean, literally, he spent more time at the Nexus than he spent on the map. That's pretty much what we're looking at here. So, now, top side, catapults are hitting again. It's nuts in the first place. And they're moving down for the bottom fort. Absolutely fantastic. Yep. They are currently showing their class. Probably not too happy with the 4th place in the last qualifier, the first qualifier. With that lineup, you shouldn't be happy about it. But now they have a talent advantage, they have a 2-level advantage, and that is all happening before we hit the 10-minute mark. So, yeah, for now, there's more camps up to be had. Azerite is working on it. Next objective to be announced soon. And at the top, they're also going for the next Shaman camp. Yeah, ETC will have to push this out. ETC is playing super safe now. He's so afraid, and he should be. Whoopi on Ural. Always a blast. Whoopi's Dehaka might be nice, but Whoopi's Ural is just legendary. Absolutely legendary. To the day I remember when Glorung thought it was a great idea to play Samuro against that. And then he picked Bladestorm. Guys, I laughed so hard when I saw that. I was like, alright, I know how that game ends. Now, ETC is once more again, they are meat eaters. They went for the carnivore diet over here, and yeah, they're just farming the beef. It's a beef farm. That's what's happening. And they're going for keep. They're going for keep. Dehaka, he at least died, so that's a kill for the blue team. But at what cost? At what cost? They go for the big damage at the top keep. It's already down to 50% HP. The fort in the mid lane is low, and this is brutal. 15,000 damage, but here's the fight. That might be the opportunity. This is a 5 versus 3. They should get kills here. Yeah, Ophia is about to go down. Wave 1,000 fists for Kerosene, the Smex Master with the damage. Yeah, but they can't get more than 1 kill. But Ophia still died. Now, the fort in the mid lane got destroyed by Medivh. You have the fort at the bot lane eliminated, so all of the forts are down. Ophia is also dead for another 28 seconds. There's a window that can be used now by Inting for Ruby. Doesn't change the fact that there's still a talent behind. So that level 16 is big. And here we go. That's the opportunity. 7-sided strike already used. Smexy with the big plays here. Already the disc against Odin, counteracting that. Elongated tongue also getting played. And Ophia is back in the jiffy. Yeah, she will be back soon. 20 stacks to 9. It's not a massive lead, it's a lead, but they need more than that. Odin is of course great for them right now, but it's also about to expire. So they won't be able to use that for much longer. And Ophia is on her way. They need another 10. Here's the fight. Coffin Girl is making an appearance. Sanctification hasn't been used yet, but might be dropped, and there it is. The ult is out. Market trying to escape. Runs away from the Ultralisk. Mind Talk gets slapped around by Ophia. The big hit's coming, and now they're looking for the next kill. 37, 38. They're getting so close, and they get the Punisher. But they lose to an ETC. As he comes in, finds himself in trouble with Deckard Cain already down. It seems like he just committed Sudoku. That doesn't look good. Nope, that does not look good for him at all. 7-sided and ETC gets crushed. Ophia is at the top as Azerite is making a play for keep. Only Wit attempting to stop it. And Ural is also moving in. Most of them ignoring the Punisher. Only Muck is sitting in the middle, baiting it over and saying, alright guys, let's do something about this. But the action is here. Yeah, Whoopi, the catapult, they all do some damage. But they might not be able to get it. It's close. Yeah, it's not happening. It's not happening, but they get the camps now. Great performance. Now, Smexy is sitting at 22,000 damage, by the way. He went for the wave of 1,000 fists. Guys, he is about to out-damage Kerrigan. And Kerrigan is the top damage dealer for the blue team. The damage of Smexy is higher than the damage of Tychus. That's where we're at right now. Smexy is out-damaging Tychus. 7 deaths on ETC. I don't really think that Baby Houdini likes to play ETC. But again, that's the power of Meta Madness. You might be forced into a position to play a hero that you're not really comfortable with, that you don't really like to play. And obviously, going up against the likes of Whoopi, it is a real difficult game for him. Now the sizzling attacks are in. I can hear them sizzle from here. But if Tychus is therefore able to get his damage out, that's another question. Ultralisk is out. There's the stage dive. Needs a dash target. And yep, there it is. Dash, dash, dash. And they should be getting out. Comes down to Kerrigan in a combo. She's waiting. She's waiting. She's waiting. Mind Talk. But they go for another keep down at the bottom. Another keep is about to be taken out. They're getting out macro. They're getting outplayed in the team fights. There's a 3-level advantage. There's a 2-key play. And at the top, the fight is still going on as the Smex Master is going for the damage. And goodbye, Deckard Cain. Goodbye, old geezer. You can run. You can't hide. Yeah, you can get the potions out, but he is not gonna make it. Now, at the bottom of the map, it seems like Mindtalk is gonna have a similar fate. But Backhood, he dodges out. And he gets away. Are you kidding me? Adding insult to injury. The hits are still coming strong. Deckard Cain, in the meantime, is running away from Smexy, successfully, I might add. So the old man is still alive. Hat, on the other hand, now that he gets tethered, is likely not going to make it out of this one. And the catapults are already on the core, which is ridiculous. We're 13 minutes into this game. Look at this. ETC gets attacked again and dies once more. Smexy showing no mercy. No mercy. And finally drops the old guy too. Game number 1, a victory for Chili Mountain against Inting for Ruby. In this best of 3 series at the semi-final of Meta Madness qualifier number 2. GG. Well played.
Before we head into game number 2, make sure that you subscribe to the channel if you haven't done it yet so you don't miss out on any future content here on Khaldor TV.
Game number 2! The Chili's are in the lead, everybody! Baby Houdini restarted his PC. Apparently he had to deal with a lot of lag on the last map. Now, again, he didn't have a great game there, obviously. Can be because of lag, can be because he wasn't really feeling the ETC today, or because he went up against Wooby. All legit causes. Personally, I just think that he had a bit of brain lag, because Baby Houdini, if you watched any games of Inting for Ruby, he is a coffee fiend. And the best explanation would be that he just didn't have his coffee yet. Now, heading into map number 2 means that now 20 heroes are banned out, the 10 heroes that are pre-banned, and the 10 heroes that have been played on map number 1. So now things might become even more spicy than before, and there is of course a bit of meme potential. Apparently Chili Mountain was also bantering quite a bit. Smexy is having a ton of fun here, and Inting for Ruby, they're good sports. They always have been. That team is amazing, they're awesome, so they just came in the lobby and were like pretty much, yeah, we just got our ass handed to you, and like, believe me, we're gonna get some kills here. So Mindtalk is already starting things up with this Li Ming. He loves to go for Cannoneer on the level 13. We've even seen Glass Cannon picked by him. PSA, dumb idea. Especially if you're going up against the Whoopster, of course. So yeah, gotta be careful with that. But anyways, now that we have our first bans out, Genji and Tracer have been banned. Zeratul is still up. So that would be a bit dangerous. They go for the Orc team, or what is that gonna be? Rega first pick together with Rexa? If that's not gonna be some kind of bloodlust setup, that I don't know what is. Maybe, what could we get? We could get Garrosh, Gul'dan. Yeah, Rexa, Rega, Garrosh, Gul'dan, who else? I mean, I'm blanking on 100 heroes, I feel now. But yeah, they could get a lot at this point. So, time will tell. It would be kind of funny. There's Ana, the nano boost, okay, and they get a Nubarak. That's a combo. That's a combo. Get me that sleep dart, get a Nubarak engage in. Malfurion as a support should still be up, if not banned out. Yeah, wasn't played on the last map. So that's definitely an option for them. And yeah, let's go. They're hesitating on the ban. I don't trust these guys. I don't trust the red team at all. They're having way too much fun here right now. That's a beautiful thing with Meta Madness. It's just not it's not only awesome for the viewers, it's like it's tons of fun for me. It's honestly tough to organize, and there's a lot happening. It's chaotic as hell and really a lot of work, but it's super fun to have the games in the tournament, and every single time we do it, the players also like it a lot. So yeah, now we got the ban on Imperius. What do you get rid of on the other side? Are you worried about something like Zeratul, or do you believe that they're really going to meme you with a full Orc combo? They ban Diablo out, no ban on Green Jesus or anyone like that. Wooby Samuro, just wait for it. Wooby with Samuro. Here he comes. I totally believe it that they are going for some kind of theme composition. With a Rega pick this high up, I could see that. Might not be the case, so we'll see. Nah, I'm right on the Samuro. I'm right on the Samuro, but they go for Muradin. Alright, Azurite apparently didn't get the memo. Him locking in Muradin, I mean, what is this shit? I mean, sorry, dude, but you have a Samuro, you have a Rega, you have a Rexa. You have so many options now in the last pick. You could go for Thrall too and just melee it out of them. I mean, that's a lost opportunity if I've ever seen one. Such a sad moment. Such a sad moment. Guys, I don't know what to say. I'm mad and so are you. Yeah, Arthurs. All right, let's go. Yep, we got Arthurs in the house, everybody. And we got a BrightWing. Last pick for Macke. BrightWing, Arthurs, and a Nubarak frontline is what they're going to go up against now. And of course, the continuous poke from Liming. And Macke... If he picks an Orc now, I'm going to be a bit mad at Azerite. Lulnara. Bambi is in the house, baby. We're going for those toxins, for that acid. Battlefield of Eternity, map number 2, the lead for Chili Mountain. Let's see if they can close the deal here and move on to the grand final on the second map of the best of 3 series. Here we go! On the left side, the blue team. Inting for Ruby with Mind Talk on Liming. Hat on Arthurs. Going into the trade build. Nox on Anna. Wit on Anubarak. When we got BrightWing played by Baby Houdini. On the right side of the map, they had the opportunity to go full Smork over here, but they decided against it. They threw in Murden and Lulnara. Macke on the main tank. Azerite on the damage. Bakul on Rexa, and Whoopi is playing a Samuro with Smexy coming in on Rega. Could totally still see them with a Bloodlust comp here. That's definitely going to be a little bit of a meme happening. Anoop the one to move into the middle. Everybody else is down at the bottom, with the exception of Samuro, of course, who's currently holding the fort up at the top. The first game, it was a bit of a blowout. I mean, no denying that. It's just too much experience that we have on Chili Mountain side. These guys are so good. Whoopi as the shot caller and drafter here. Smexy also part of the team. Macke, the Swedes, they are just crushing. And now, as we're looking down towards the bottom of the map, our 4 versus 4 is of course being played out with the attempt to get the early kill in. And Macke, he's waiting for that Storm Bolt that connects beautifully with Arthurs. And that might just be the first kill. Misha followed up on it. There's a lot of damage coming from Lunara in particular. Macke has to jump out, and Misha dies first. But that was a bit of a scary moment for our boy Arthurs. Yeah. If you go for the trade build, every single time I see that, it makes me a little bit sad, because I think there's just so many opportunities to just make it a bit stronger in general. But here comes the next attack, as they're already looking for a second kill against Misha, and even more than that, but they can't lock it in. It's the camp that they're focusing on, but you can tell on the minimap how they're now all starting to rotate all the way up towards the top. So at the end of the day, it's a traditional trade on the camp. You take one, your opponent takes the other, everybody is happy and just goes home with one of them. Top side, they're bullying BrightWing a little bit, so they're making sure that he's not sneaking in for anything here, but it's obviously now lane pushing that we're talking about until the next objective, the first one, spawns. And, well, at the top, they're trying to make a play for BrightWing a little bit in the wall. It's all a matter of how much damage you can essentially do here. But the flank is coming, and Arthurs is once more in the thick of things. And they're going for Misha and take her down again. And this time they want more. They want Macke. He's able to hop out, not over the wall, but he's still able to escape, so good for him. And they are poking this hard. That wall down at the bottom of the map is getting lower and lower, so good for them. Now, with level 4 talents slowly kicking in, not seeing anything crazy just yet. Anna has so far gone for the pew 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 build. And the, well, going, in this case, the Frozen Wastes also, the Overdose is in. Got the Storm Bolts for Murden. Rega, there's first of all the Mirage after we had the Way of the Blade. Rega's going full into Wolf Run and Feral Heart, so is focusing on the trade here as well. Whereas Rexa is, despite the map choice, going for the Hunter-Gatherer, so it's all about the globes for him. Which means if they win the objective, it's going to be great for him, because he gets some extra globes and will therefore be able to stack his level 4 talent a little bit faster, which obviously is going to be the goal here. But the first objective is about to spawn. There it is. Wait on Anubarak. Careful. That could have been dangerous for him. And, well, that is potentially... That's a kill. Macke is down. Macke gets caught, and Pedo Murden is dead. The man with the candy. He's already gone. Gets easily targeted and dropped, whereas Samuro is talking about dropping things. He's moving to the top and is starting to take down one of the towers. So solid damage from him. And this is going to be what's happening throughout most of the game, I suppose. Whoopi splitting off to the side lane in an attempt to create not only a diversion, but also additional damage. and is still focusing the backline here as he's starting to attack Anna and moves back to also body the wave that was going to the fort. So a bit of a backdoor pull by him. Nox then again gets attacked, and that's Anna down in the backline. So Anna eliminated, the support all of a sudden gone, which makes the entire sustain for the team so much more difficult here. But it's Murden, it gets locked down again, and Macke is dead. Second kill against Macke. He just came back and he dies again. They send him back home. Now we have 2 kills to 1. They're still fighting it out at the bottom. The blue team has lost 50% of their immortal. So yeah, it's a halftime show victory for Chili Mountain. Funny enough as it is. But level 7 is close and it will hit soon for Inting, for Ruby. A little bit faster. Wit attacked. Thankfully for them, that connect didn't work. That would have been a real nice connect. If he's dropping the Howling Blast properly here, that would have been a problem for Chili Mountain. But as it stands, the top lane gets pushed out. There's a level 7 thanks to the extra experience that got soaked topside by Chili Mountain. So they have the Choken Pollen now. And Lunara and her damage output, especially the damage over time, is of course a problem. Muradin still having some survival issues, but he gets away this time. Mind Talk on the run as we speak. Immortal is slowly getting poked down by Lunara again. And yeah, Bambi is showing no mercy there. There she goes. Hit after hit after hit. The damage over time is ticking in. Down here they go for Nuburak and he's isolated. He can't get out. He needs to wait for the cooldown and he gets it in time to retreat. But boy, they are suffering here. Whoopee! They go for Baby Houdini and they got him low, but the Whoopster is dead and so is Lulnara. The end of the Lulz as Bambi is killed. And the blue team has free reign over the middle of the map and can maybe, just maybe, bring this back. They only got Mind Talk on the Immortal, but the red team is again aggressive. The Chilis, they want the final few hit points gone, and now everybody is back up on the map. So this looks like it's still going to be an objective victory for Chili Mountain, and yes, they're going to take it. They're going to take it. The only thing that the blue team could do here was limit the damage a bit, but they are now going into the mid lane fight. Marke, a little bit too YOLO maybe, but he survives, and Bambi's trying to drop Deathwing. Deathwing, he gets away, okay. Deathwing gets, no, maybe not. Rega, the last bite, and he takes it. Smexy! Arthas is also dead and they punish the doggy. Mindtalk is able to get out and Samuro is also dying. Whoopi dead for the second time. Top lane gets pushed now by Backhult. But yeah, they really wanted Deathwing and they got him. They jumped in, took Deathwing down, the big hit. And Samuro, as he was trying to kill Liming, also died. But to be fair, he got close. One more hit, one more auto attack and Liming would have been dead. But she jumped out and Anna, of course, was able to keep them in play. As it stands, it's still a similar situation. I mean, look how aggressive they're playing. They're going full YOLO in this one. They're YOLOing hard. And they're still getting the upper hand. No matter how risky they play, they're 3 kills behind, but it doesn't really change anything in regards to how many structures are still on the map. It's the red team that has taken the lead there. And of course, they also still have the experience lead, so that's another thing that's going on for them. Yeah, another jump. They're trying. Azurite, 19,000 damage for him. Liming a little bit more even. And with the level 10 abilities, they can go for it. They go for a hat, and Arthas is dead. Arthur's down. Deathwing. He might have a death wish here, but nope, they go for Rhaegar. And that is the second death of the doggy. And Whoopi is likely going to fall for the third time. They know where he is. Baby Houdini is jumping in. Whoopi is just sitting down, and oh boy. Oh god, he got dropped down there. Ooh, that is a... Look at that. Oh, whew, that is a fall. Yeah. That ragdoll got dropped hard. Yeah, the 10 seconds that he's down, that's the time that it takes him to climb back up on that little platform over here. That one hurt. Bloodlust, by the way. Shocking, I know. Who saw that coming? The second we saw Rhaegar in the draft, we knew it was happening. So, now down at the bottom of the map, the infamous Murden split push is happening. So, yeah, he's currently coming in for that. Trying to take that down. And all the way up at the top, they have at least taken account. Alright, objective number 2. 4 kills behind for the red team. But I can guarantee you that they're having fun here. So, with Mackinaw moving in on the pleb horse again. Really, Peter Murden skin and pleb horse, that's the combo. Candy Murden Wanna have some candy, girl? And then you go for the pleb horse? Like you're decking out on the skin, but you're getting stingy on the mount? I mean, come on, bro. You're better than that. I know you're better than that. You have better shit than that. You have a money pick. Like, where's the money pick, Macke? Huh? Nah, that's a big nope from me. That's not okay. Yeah, that's a buzzer. I'm sorry. Now the objective is up. We got 4 kills to 8. And yeah, they're still trying to take their camp on the left side. Talking about camps and pushers and lanes. That one up at the top. That fort is up for grabs. But Misha is already dead. Rexa, the barbecue. No way. Backhold, you beast. He gets out, able to escape. Easy peasy. Macke also still alive. Bot lane gets pressured. Yep, they stole that away. And now there's a big push for the bottom keep already. So Arthurs is splitting off the fight. And that means that the halftime show is easily taken, I suppose, by Inting for Ruby. It's actually closer than I expected. And it seems like it was the blue team that is effectively able to take it. By quite the margin, by the way. So much more than I thought. So good for them. But now that Arthurs is defended the bot lane, the level 13 talents are close. So yeah, big lead incoming, everybody. And the red team is likely going to lose this one. There's our play. There's going to be the fight. Shukuchi. And they go for Bloodlust. Let's go. Full smoke, baby. Ana down. Ana down. Smexy on the run. Some immortal damage. Arthurs is dead. The immortal is about to fall. Baby Houdini is going to try and take it. And he's also looking for a kill against Backhold. And he gets it. Mirrodin is dead too. The immortal taken. 2 of the frontliners are gone. But Wit is not going to make it, is he now? Wit shouldn't be able to make it. He should die here. But Mind Talk is creating a little bit of space. He's running out of mana. He gets the kill against Rhaegar. The stun, Lim Ming down, Rhaegar down. And Wit gets away. The spin to win is not enough. Baby Houdini dies to Baby. Like, how fucked up is this, by the way? I mean, think about it. Think about what just happened. We had, oh dear. Like, so... Lunara, who is pretty much just breakfast for a real dragon, took down Deathwing. How dare you? How dare you? That was unacceptable. I mean, normally you would just think that that Deathwing has some kind of, like, you know, monster move where he just leaps forward, gobbles her up, and just eats her and spits the bone out. But now, it's Lunara taking Deathwing down. That is just wrong. That's wrong on so many levels I don't even know what to say. We still have a 4-kill lead for Inting for Ruby, with Baby Houdini currently doing his best to redeem himself for the last map. 12 kills to 8, but there's the aggressive stun. Double stun! And Macke, is he gonna go for the Baby Houdini move? Indeed he is. The camp is taken. Rhaegar with the Bloodlust. Misha is down, and they are looking better and better by the minute. They're gonna take that bottom fort. And at the top lane, that fort is so low that anybody can take it if they just make the move towards the top. Could be Deathwing again, for example. So here we go. 13 against 8. Let's go. How much can they push this? It's amazing to me that we still have an experience lead for Chili Mountain. It's actually crazy. Half a level until 16. They are 5 kills behind. They're now also losing out on structures, but they still have the experience lead that will give them the early level 16 advantage. So yeah, it's kind of crazy. Here comes the move. Mind Talk. He gets away. Smexy. The bite. The dog hurts. Anna is dead too. So is Rexa. The man with the mask is dead. Warum hast du eine Maske auf? Warum liegt hier Stroh in der Ecke? 10 to 14. They go for Wit. He's on the run. Spin to win. Spin to win. With the toxins. Another hit. And he gets away. With the unkillable. He hasn't died once. 0 deaths. The tactical 4-2-4 moments. 3-2-3, whatever. Wit's still alive. And Mind Talk pausing the game. They probably need a breath Because, yeah, that game is getting exhausting. We have 24 kills. 13 minutes in, everybody. We're 13 minutes into the game, and we already have 24 kills. That's where we're at now. At the bot lane, someone needs to deal with those Khazra camps. Because if not, then they're going to lose not only that, that tower, but they are taking damage at the keep. Now, the keep is not going to fall. But, yeah, someone still needs to move in and deal with that. I suppose it's going to be Rexa once that he's back. But time will tell. Now, level 16 talents are going to be available for both of the teams once that Minehawk unpauses. I suppose that some of them, one of them had probably lags again. We now got Hunger of the Wolf here on the level 16. We also have the Harsh Winds in. Plus, we're getting this time the Starwood Spears from Lunara, who also picked the Greater Spell Shield, since obviously she's up against the Li Ming player. So with that, you got to be a little bit careful. But again, we got 48,000 damage from Li Ming. We got 42,000 from our girl, Lunara. So that's solid damage output from her. It still amazes me that Wit was able to survive through all of this. It's like the third time, I believe, that he barely made it out over here. And just survived with like a single auto attack missing. Honestly, his carapace saved him in this case, because if he didn't have that cooldown, the damage over time from Lunara would have taken him down. But the objective is up, and only one team is in full force sitting in the middle of the map, so they're gonna get the 50% with ease. No issues at all. And that could spell trouble for Inting for Ruby. That could be a big problem. Now, anyways, we got Cannoneer again for Li Ming. And Mindtalk is the only one that does that, by the way. So don't do this shit at home, guys. But yeah, Mindtalk again with his Cannoneer build. Into Diamond Skin instead of picking Illusionist on level 13. So the poke is there. They're going for an aggressive invade. Rexa still at the bottom, and Samuro is doing Samuro things. Yeah, they're already taking this one down. Very quickly. And it seems like he is going to aim for that fort first. No, seems to be ignoring it. No, here we go. Okay. I was already wondering. That thing has survived way too long. I expected that to happen a long time ago, but no, as it stands, they're taking it now. It's a bad spot for Inting for Ruby to be in. They're so far behind on the objective, it's going to be rough. Lunara is trying to go for the defense here. They are aiming for Mindtalk. Yeah, they want him. And they might get the kill. Deathwing is jumping in. Okay, Mindtalk gets attacked. Barely survives. Yeah, where's Lunara? Oh, Misha gets taken down. And oh dear, Lunara is in trouble. There's the cocoon. They got the stuns. They could go for that. But she's able to escape. Oh, barely. 14 to 10. And one more hit and this one's gone. And of course, on top of that, you have now a spot in which you could still get the flank on either Li Ming or Ana. There's the poke from Azerite. Gets a bit of control with the slows that he provides. Misha is moving in up at the top. Stun against Arthur's. He's fine, but the Immortal isn't. That's a 15-minute Immortal with a 50% shield. Whoopi is at the bottom. He's going to annoy them here. And they want him. They want him, and they are not gonna get him now, are they? Not unless Wit is somehow miraculously getting a double stun or something off, but nope. Alright. Awesome stuff. So, up at the top, the real fight is now beginning. We have a 5 versus 5 with the Immortal pushing in. Whoopi hasn't split off this time. He had a chance to move back down to the bottom and didn't go for it. They're trying to get some serious damage on that top lane. They want that key, but Mirrodin gets attacked and the big hits as the Whirlwind comes through again. And the kill on Misha, the quest completed for Rexa, but Deathwing big into the back line. They could go for Baby Houdini. And no, not quite. Where's that Blade Storm when you need it? Still on cooldown for another 5 seconds. Rexa down. The keep is about to fall. And they're holding. They are holding. The keep will fall. Or will it? Yeah, with them being slowed down now, it's definitely going to fall. So they get the keep. And they might get Arthur's. Hello? Clutch. But Mindtalk is not so lucky. Mindtalk is down. Mindtalk is down. 15 to 11 kills. It's just amazing. They're gonna take damage on the keep, on the core. If nobody defends, yeah, there it is. 8 points. 8 points off, and they're going for it. They're going for it. They might not be able to end it, but you know what? They will drop it really low. And even if they don't finish it here, that's going to be a problem. There's the Blade Storm. Whoopi, 50%. Make is already dead. Whoopi is trying to go in again. Moves out. 50% on the core. Whoopi is not going to make it here, is he now? Deathwing is down, and that's a problem. With 2 catapults pushing in, that's a disaster, actually. But Lunara is also dead, and they got to move away. Samuro has already fallen. The doggy gets caught! Bloodlust, baby! Get that move speed! Nope, he's down. The dog is dead. 19 kills to 12. 50% on the core. And both of the teams nearly on level 20. And even with 4 players dead on the red team side, they can't capitalize on this. Or can they? Really? Bot lane? I don't think so. Oh, the wall is open. Ah, the wall is already opened up. My bad, my bad. Yeah, of course. I thought it was still intact. Yeah, then they have a chance to take this low. Yeah, they can take that keep down, of course. With the wall destroyed. I, for some reason, thought that the entire gate was still up. But yeah, that's not the case. So here comes the attack. There's only 3 of them. Muradin is starting to jump in. And now they gotta be careful, because a good storm bolt with the rest of the team moving in might just drop one. But it is gonna be keep. Yep, that keep is down. 19 kills to 12. Awesome. And of course, upgrade on the Bloodlust. You got the Gladiator's Washout and the Dance of Death. Okay. Yeah, this is gonna be fun. Dance of Death is in. And the next objective, possibly the last one of the game, is also up. Let's go. Let's go. This is the opportunity right here to maybe go for that backline again. Already old from Raxa. They're trying to go for Arthur's a little bit. And it's a backdoor, baby. It's a backdoor. They're going for the core. They're going for the core. Backhold is interrupting together with Misha. And here it comes. The big hit for the cores. They come in with a hit. 40%. Can they do it? 40, 38, 35. Maybe they cannot. The kill on Arthur's. But that's 28% on the core. A 4v2 on the map now, as they are making the play for the Immortal. They start to take the Immortal down here, and now they fall back. Can you end in a 4 versus 2 with Lunara on the other side? They might have to try, but instead they're going for the Immortal, as it seems. And that Immortal would, of course, travel through the top lane. Yeah, decisions are being made here, and they're deciding to go for the bottom of the map. They're trying to end this. They're trying to end this right now. They have 30 seconds. 30 seconds to make it happen. I'm not sure if they can. It's possible, maybe, but maybe not. 20 seconds. Nah, it's too much time bought already. Too much time bought already to make this happen here. Yeah, you have to defend on the left side, travel all the way over to the other. 20 minutes in, 2 heroes are still alive, 1 of yours is dead. That gets a bit too tricky. If you have a Greymane, for example, and maybe a Tyrael or something, then it's a different story. But in this setup, it's not enough damage on point. But they can take the Immortal, of course. And now the only question is, how does Chili Mountain react to this? What are they going to do about it? Because they can either try and defend, they will likely lose the key, but then hold the core, or they can just look to see if there's a chance to backdoor. And of course the blue team is going to be very well aware of that and will monitor that. So they're going to play around Vision. It's all about hiding, all about playing around Vision right now as the Immortal is coming in. They have the bot lane pressuring out with another camp. And they got the info. They spread out on the map. They're trying to cover all their bases here. 22 kills against 13. We could go game 3 in this one. This could go game 3. Now, again, I expected, and I talked to you about it, that the red team would meme it a little bit. Not full YOLO here, but play this a bit more aggressively than they usually would. And I think so far the game has definitely proven me right. That doesn't mean that you can't lose this. And anything can happen when you bring it down to a final map. Now, the one thing that happens here is that the Immortal gets absolutely murdered. That's actually great. But Mark is in trouble here in the back. Unleashes the boars. Deathwing flies in. Gladiator's Washout is out. Immortal stun helped a little bit. The keep is gone. Mark in trouble. And Mark is alive. And Anna dies. You gotta be kidding me. They go for the core. They got the Immortal still. Where's Lunara when you need her? Where's Lunara? They need the Lul. Mind Talk is about to die, but so is the core. And they lose the game. Yes, game number 3, everybody. We are headed to the 3rd game as Inting for Ruby wins map number 2. Well, that happens when you meme a little bit too much. So, a 1-1 as Inting for Ruby put a point onto the board. Now we're heading into game number 3, and we got Chili Mountain on Tomb of the Spider Queen against Inting for Ruby. The final map between the two teams here, and it's gonna be awesome. Yeah, it should be fun. 30 heroes on our band. The 10 heroes that were played in game number 1, the 10 heroes that were played in game number 2, and the 10 pre-banned heroes. All banned out. And again, a quick reminder, for the main event, more heroes are going to be banned out. Way more. So this is the warm-up. This is all about the warm-up right now. Tomb of the Spider Queen, that's it. And, well, with this, we are going to go ham with a ban on Blaze 2. So if you add the 6 heroes that get banned in the draft, then 36 heroes are eliminated for this map. What does that mean? That means that maybe you are going to see... I mean, you could see Artanis here. I'm just kidding. You don't. He's shit. So, Blaze gets banned. And they are hesitating quite a bit. The best comment was honestly Had. Had in the lobby came in and said, like, I don't know if I have enough beer in the house for that. And I can totally understand that sentiment. So they're banning Tracer out. They're again afraid of the mobile assassins. And for very good reason, obviously. So let's see. They're actually really slow in the ban patterns here. You can tell that it's a little bit tricky for them to really keep tabs of, hey, who's been played, who's been eliminated from the entire thing, what is left, what can we do here. And yeah, it's beautiful. Chromie gets banned here in Tomb. I mean, there's a lot of heroes that you don't have to deal with anymore. For example, you're looking at a Johanna and it's like, hell, we don't have to deal with her. She's already globally banned. Malfurion is out, Stukov is out, Lucio is out, Anna is out, BrightWing is gone. So you have plenty of supports that are not available any longer. And Garrosh gets taken right off the bat as a quick first pick here. Okay. The support side interested me more than anything else. Not that we don't have any left, but the ones that could be picked now are already slightly on the, well, off-meta side. Well, all of them at this point are off-meta, but there are definitely a couple of weird picks potentially. So Baby Houdini is coming in with Leo. Okay, and we got the birdie. False set is in too. Yeah, I like it. What else? What else are we getting here? What's the play for the Chilies now? With Garrosh, you would like to have some follow-up. Can't really come from the support anymore now that I think about it. The traditional setup would be something along the lines of a Malfurion, of Stukov. Uther is up. You could go for a stun. Phoenix! And Tyrande! That works as well. Tyrande for Smexy. Okay. Yeah, that works. If you can keep her alive, that definitely works. And Kerrigan is out. So oftentimes when you see something like this, there's a Kerrigan on Tomb of Spider Queen that makes it really difficult for the backline. But Kerrigan is eliminated. Kerrigan is not available any longer. And when it comes to melee assassins, at this point, the options are fairly limited. I mean, you still have some. I don't think that Zeratul... No, Zeratul is not up. Sorry, Zeratul can be picked. I mean, technically, you could go into a Thrall too. But, yeah. Just wait for the Vallera. It's gonna happen. What is Inting for Ruby gonna take here? They could go full crazy on this one. People have been demanding ever since we had the first qualifier, the first game, they wanted to see a Cho'Gall. And there he is, yes! They picked Leo. Tychus, you can't pick him anymore, so they go for Cho'Gall. They do it. People have been demanding this from game number 1. They go Cho'Gall. Mind Talk and Wit on Cho'Gall. Yep. Now have fun with that. Tyrande with the Hunter's Mark, but they need a bit more to counteract this. Okay, it's coming. It's coming. Greymane and Malthael. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Ow, ow, ouch. That hurts. That hurts. Tyrande, Hunter's Mark, Greymane, Bullet, Malthael. Oh boy. Oh boy. They may have just fall into a trap. Oh god. That's not a good draft, no. They get shut down here. Oriel is in. Potential Resurrect incoming. Tomb of the Spider Queen, everybody. Let's go. It's the third game of the best of 3 series. Cho'Gall is in the house for Inting for Ruby against Chili Mountain. Here we go. Cho'Gall is in the house, everybody. It is time to party in game number 3. Tomb of Spider Queen, Inting for Ruby. With Mind Talk on Cho, Wit on Gall, Baby Udine is playing Leoric, we got Nox on Oriel, and Hat is playing Falstad. On the right side of the map, it is Chili Mountain, the team in red with Azerite on Greymane. We got Maka on Phoenix, Wooby playing Garrosh, Smexy on Tyrande, and Berkult with Malthael. Now they can go last rights here, they can go for the bullet with Greymane. Cho'Gall is going to have a lot of trouble with this. You can always gust with Falstad and create a bit of space when those team fights really start to escalate, but this is a setup that is going to be incredibly dangerous. There's wave clear here for Chili Mountain, they got Greymane, they got Phoenix, they have a lot that they can do. Bot lane, Malthael against Leo is also going to be a nice one-on-one for them. And it will be real tricky to keep Cho'Gall alive. Now, Oriel is of course now in play, which means you can either go Aegis or you can go for the Resurrect. No matter what you do, you're going to get a lot of value out of it. But the big problem still stands that Cho'Gall is such a prime target, and after level 10, when we have last rights, there's of course, in the bullet, there's of course also Greymane with the Alpha Killer later on, so tons and tons of damage against that bad boy in particular, and keeping him alive is going to be a chore. So I don't envy Nox with his pick here on the support, because that can go south very quickly. Now, the important thing is that we have to check out the name. It's the Mind Wit. Alright, Minvid is in. And with that, we are starting the show. We got on level 1, the Calloused Hide for our boy Cho, and Gall goes in with a Keep Moving. Yeah. Nothing is ever going to beat the Gay Orgy, of course. Minwit isn't bad, but it isn't great. Gay Orgy will forever be remembered. These guys had one goal and one goal only. And they pulled it off. So yeah, shout out to them. But either way, now towards the top, we got Minwit already doing his... Miniwit. Miniwit is already doing his thing. And at the bottom of the map, yeah, we got our 1 versus 1, and there it is, the Money Pig. But let's see what they can do. For now, I'm worried, to say the least. I like that we are seeing a Cho'Gall here. I think that they also wanted to put in a bit of a fan service, of course, but again, if you play that correctly, especially in Meta Madness, this can be strong. This can be strong. It's not on a total meme, so you can really do something with it. On the European side, Cho'Gall never really had any kind of place in the meta. In NA, they played him for a while, but yeah, that was also a bit funky. But over here, of course, when you're looking at Meta Madness, thanks to the mechanics that we have and the hero pool that gets limited, there's oftentimes some of the characters that make an appearance that usually wouldn't, just because they have plays once that their actual, like, their counter picks are eliminated from the game. So there is something to that. We'll see if they can keep him alive. That's going to be the big problem. He can, of course, dish out a lot of damage. That's undoubtedly a thing. But now we have Berkult going for the cam. Blue team is already taking theirs, so they're gonna make that. And with that, we are gonna get a little bit of action in the middle, an easy defense here. The problem with Cho'Gall obviously is also that if your opponent is playing it properly, they will always abuse the fact that you only have 4 heroes on the map, so to say. So if they can force you to fight at multiple points, then that's that. Tyrande with a kill against Falstad. Okay. Owl to the face, baby. And now we get our first kill in the game. We have so far nothing really turned in. And you can play around the turning point a little bit with Cho'Gall being on one side. But he's already sliding around here. Another owl gets sent out. Yeah, these owls are already doing work early on in the game, as we could just tell a second ago. Indomitable is in, we got the Alloons chosen, and they're pushing. They're pushing, it's already happening. Chili Mountain is starting to push through the middle. They're taking one of the towers down. They're pushing Cho'Gall back. And you can see the amount of damage that they do to the infrastructure of the blue team with just this simple move. And it results, amongst other things, also in them getting a huge chunk of experience. So they are an entire level ahead. They want to go for head. They can't get the kill there. That would have been a second one. But they're still doing a lot of work against Shogal too. But they are overstaying, so that's Phoenix down. Now, it might result in a double kill, of course, if they can get the big boy. But I doubt it a bit. Shogal is pretty mobile, even early on in the game. We have him here with the uppercut. And on top of that now, the Rising Dread for Gull. But again, gems were saved. Mostly. We have Chili Mountain now with the gem advantage. And they're just targeting Minwit up at the front. And you've seen multiple times Tyrande just simply apply that Hunter's Mark and cause them to really have some problems here. Now the Paralyzing Rage is in. As that. And, well, with level 7 talents, we already get the Wizened Duelist. And once that Alpha Killer kicks in later on, this is, of course, going to get even worse. The Combat Advantage is in as well. The slow targets, we got the Oppressor. And it's party time. I mean, you're a talent ahead, you want to slowly turn in. They have 41 gems delivered, which means they're 9 short from getting the first objective on the map. Given the amount of momentum that they already had with that early push mid lane, they could maybe catapult this even further. And bot side, this is already a whole lot of work that they're doing here. Phoenix can act as the side laner because he has everything that a side laner needs. Mobility, escape mechanisms, AoE damage, and also a mechanic, a sustain mechanic through the shield. But he might have stayed a little bit too long. Just a little bit. So yeah, that's a kill against Phoenix. The second time that he goes down. Backhold went deep. Way too deep. I don't think he realized how many were there. That was the entire team. So, yes, they buy time for Greymane to do damage up at the top, but it's definitely not enough to make up for that little mistake at the bot lane. That little faux pas was an issue. The Owl for the interrupt. Good for them. So they try another one, but this time they have to retreat. That's 30 gems turned in by Shogal. Good for them. Means he can pretty much do whatever he wants now at the front. Marker also with... sorry, not Marker. We got Secret Weapon into after Frequent Flyer. Yep. And on top of that, another interrupt, the 21 gems for Baby Houdini. They definitely want to deliver those. Problem for them is, of course, that he's on the side lane. He's also a bit low in HP, so he can't be too aggressive with the attempt to turn in, or they might lose those gems, and that would be the worst case scenario. But yeah, top side, still a 1 versus 1. Gotta be a little bit careful at. Azerite, and there it is. Kill for kill. Gems everywhere. They're trying to save them, and only one team was able to pull it off. The mobility made it happen. Whoopi with the interrupt, and it gives them the first objective. But yeah, the kill for a kill here. Greymane just saying, wait a second, I got that birdie. I got it. Level 10, and that's where the party really starts. First of all, we need to figure out what Oriel is going to take. But maybe even more importantly, are we going to get all the talents that we expect here from Chili Mountain? There's the bullet. Should get the last rites. And it's Aegis. Aegis, last rites. Yeah, no surprises here. And that will make things very, very, very spicy during the team fights. Especially Oriel's ult has to play around this. Marker, he gets ganked now multiple times. This is the 3rd time that he dies, by the way. He died 3 times now. Now they're paying a price for this as the rest is getting attacked, and now they're trying to move in for a kill against Leo. He holds the gems, so be aware of that. But they cannot get the kill. They get the fort though. So Whoopi moves out with barely any hit points left, but they get the fort, and they also got fairly a big amount of damage in the mid lane. They're not going to be able to take the entire thing down without committing with the team, but still, that's 50% on the fort. Top side, yeah, maybe not all that much damage, but still. Fairly decent first turn in, nothing crazy given the circumstances, but we have definitely seen a whole lot worse. But it's nothing to write home about. That's not going to be a letter to mommy. Nope. Oh, yeah, they are trying for that stun. Careful. Garrosh is already dreading that. I mean, he's been lifting Tychus Odin all day long. Now he needs to go and try and lift Shogal here, and it's a disaster. Shogal is so fat that Garrosh is really afraid that he might end up in a wheelchair here. He's really happy, you know, that he did like all that leg training. Core training as well. Gotta get a proper position for that. Garrosh has been doing overtime. That guy is working. He needs a raise. He needs an absolute raise. That man has been doing so much hard lifting today. So there's the 10,000 damage for Greymane. The birdie on 14k, by the way. Yeah, 5 kills to 2. And they are defending in the middle. The turn-in opportunity for Inting for Ruby is still there. But they need to turn in with Cho'Gall. Goes for the ult. Where's the last rights when you need it? Not popping it out as long as Urel is not using Aegis. Down here, they tried for a stun. Blue Web Weavers are at least coming down, so that's a bit of a win. Even without Cho'Gall turning in, they were able to get enough gems for that. 5 kills to 2 now. Still even experience, and now it comes down to the defense. How good are they with that? What can they do here? So, yeah. Here we go. There's already the Entomb. They try to go for a hit, but they can't. They can't close the gap. Smexy is safe. There's the flip against Cho'Gall. The taunt! Last rights into Aegis, and there should be the Toronto stun. But nope, instead the salvo, and it's not enough damage. Salvo is not enough damage. I was honestly really surprised that they dropped the last rights. I expected them to play this out until Aegis would be used, without last rights used, and then once last right is off, then go... once the Aegis is off, then you go for the last rights. So, yeah, that didn't net them a kill. Still 32 gems for Cho'Gall. 13 versus 13. No 4 taken down by this Web Weaver wave. And instead, what we are seeing is some of them damaged. The walls opened up, or at least a few of them. The one at the top. Actually, the one at the top is the only one. Damn. And 13, the Unfettered Assault is now in. For Cho'Gall, we get the Twilight Nova and also the Twilight Veil. But they are looking time and time again to stop these turn-ins from the blue team, who still have 75 gems. It's pretty much dead even in gems. I mean, it seriously is. It's just a question of who can turn them in. And Bergholt makes it happen. Instead, though, Cho'Gall is trying to go for a kill against Whoopi, and they get it. The red Web Weavers are gonna touch ground, but another kill. Yes, Smexy dies. Smexy goes down. Tyrande and Cho'Gall, they're both dead. Tyrande and Garrosh, they're both dead. Cho'Gall survives, and those Web Weavers shouldn't be able to do anything. 14 seconds, 20 seconds, that's plenty of time for Inting for Ruby to defend. Can you imagine if Chili Mountain loses here? They came in 4th. 4th place on the last event. 4th place in the last tournament. And game number 2, they memed around a little bit. They went for Bloodlust, they went for like full-on aggression, they YOLO'd into every fight, they jumped into tower range to just get the last hit on a kill, lost 2 heroes because of that. I mean, all good fun, and they could have won the game, but they overdid it a little bit, and now they are falling significantly behind on map number 3. It is an easy defended objective. Oh, but yeah, okay. Auriel and Falstad are both dead. I don't even know what they did all that far out. Now they go for Cho'Gall, that's 40 gems, and what looked like a big lead for the blue team all of a sudden turns into a huge liability, because they're not gonna... Ah, Baby Udini! Yes! Throws them out. He recovered some, but this is still a disaster. So... that went to, this is looking great, to, oh my god, this is looking horrible, within 10 seconds. Yeah, they are nearly hitting level 16, 8 kills to 6, and all of a sudden we're talking about a keep at the 11-minute mark. The Gus buys them a little bit of space and time. They can't get the keep yet, but that is way too much. That is way too much damage, considering how many heroes they had killed there. So, yeah, that is a problem. That shouldn't have happened. There's a level 16 talent now, and of course now one of the biggest problems is kicking in. The Alpha Killer. Exactly. Alpha Killer not claimed. Boss gets attacked. They're YOLOing in. They're YOLOing in. Now or never, it's too late. The boss is already taken. If they die now, the keep is gone. There's the hit. Auriel with the whip. She's doing her best. Whipping them in shape. Cho'Gall is still on the run, and Baby Udini is dead. 42 gems down the drain. There's the taunt. That's the double kill. This could be game. This could be game right here, right now. 2 down, 40 gems lost. That was the ticket back into it. The keep already wide open. 16 talents on both sides at this point. But this is a big push, not only for keep, but potentially for core. It's 9 seconds for Leo, but more importantly, 18 for Auriel. Auriel, 18. This is a disaster. And there it is, the kill against Leo. maybe even a kill against Shogal. Greymane in particular is ripping them apart with the Alpha Killer. The boss, granted, low is early in the game still, but the core is already falling and they are trying to finish the game right here, right now. The Gust is in 40% on the core. Make it 30, baby. Make it 20. Down to 10 and a 2-1 victory for Chili Mountain against Inting for Ruby. This went south real quickly. Chili Mountain with a 2-1 victory.